Alright, so a few weeks ago I opened Pandora's box and shared my opinion of how I think each unit ranks in relation to each other. Many of you took issue with the placement of one unit in particular, the Reaper. This unit was also requested by one of you in a previous video. So in this video I'm going to tear this unit open and see what it's actually made of, to either try and convince you of my opinion or have it completely made a fool of. So I ranked the Reaper unit in Great Tier, a tier that housed a large majority of units. Units that I felt were the standard, good at some things and not good at an equal amount of things. Many took issue with Reaper being here, as many of you view him as a cut above the rest, but I didn't really feel he deserved to be any higher for reasons I will outline in a minute. But before that, let's give a quick rundown of this unit's abilities. The Reaper, as you probably would imagine, wields a scythe on the larger side, as it's capable of hitting large groups of units at once. The scythe scoops them up within its blade and sends them flying. The scythe also sends out a wave of knockback, affecting units that are just outside of its range. As for how much damage the scythe does, the initial hit is capable of hitting a decent amount of damage, and units that are not killed are still flung. The Reaper also has 6 tentacles looming over its shoulders that attack enemies. However, they only appear to attack enemies that it's able to one-shot. So for example, it doesn't grab and suspend tank units, which would make them easy targets. Once each tentacle finds a target, it does appear to release the body after holding onto it for a short while. So they do find new targets, but it's clear the scythe is still the Reaper's main form of attack. The Reaper's strengths are obvious. It can take out large groups of peasant units with its scythe. It can also take out catapults and cannons and most things that can't kill the Reaper before it reaches it. In a one-on-one situation, that is. Alright, so its weaknesses then. Hold up. You haven't finished its strengths. Unfortunately, I have. The Reaper's use case doesn't stretch far beyond what I just detailed. The Reaper doesn't have that much health, and his scythe cooldown is long enough to leave him exposed. The Reaper also isn't that fast. This all adds up to him being overwhelmed by tanks and easy pickings for archers and other ranged units. The scythe's cooldown means he takes his sweet time dealing with large groups of peasant units, giving archers enough time to take him out, but sometimes his movement speed betrays him before that can even happen. To give this unit some credit, it does only lose to the triple Jarl 50% of the time, but to instantly remove that credit, replacing 2 of those Jarls with a handful of archers means it loses 100% of the time. Honestly, from what I've seen, it only barely holds onto its great status, but I still feel like it's a great unit. And I still stand by my placement of him in that tier list. Like most units, the Reaper serves a purpose, which is taking out large groups of weak units, and it serves that purpose really well. Some might say he's OP at serving his purpose, which is probably where most get their opinion of him from. Outside of that, however, he isn't great for much else. His slow movement speed and low health is this unit's main downfall, with his scythe's cooldown being a close second. Alright, so that's all for this video. Keep your unit suggestions coming. I am forming a list of what units you want me to look at, so even if it's not the next video, I will definitely look into that unit in the future, so just leave your comments and I'll scoop them up. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave it a like, and perhaps consider subscribing to get more content just like this. And with all that being said, I will see you in the next one.